Right.
Right, so how are we going to do this then?
Right. In...
Hold on.
I need some little bag. That's right. No, because we need to... We'll get some out here. Because if we take it apart, we want to know what goes to what carburetor and...
Right. We could almost do with like 4 little... There you go.
So, old parts. Old parts. So we'll start with these tops here. We'll start... this one is labelled number 1. So as we take bits off, we'll literally mark them up.
Right, so is that how it's going to work? Is it just carb by carb by carb by carb?
Yeah, so we're going to go... Oh, this is clearly going to mark number 1.
Yeah. Well, that's 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
I mean, this clearly writing on these is not a big deal, so let's make that a bit. 1, 3.
I've got a...
That would be handy actually.
Problem is carburetor number 1. So we're going to start off with by taking this top off here.
Right. Are you just going to put everything in there? Little screws, everything?
Well, yeah, we'll... Till we fill it up with space.
Well, we can always make another one.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
That's the choke clips, aren't they? That I thought were the throttle cable. Okay, what's that there?
It's another one. It's obviously hold something in.
Yes, same thing. Same shit, different smell.
Oh yes, because we recorded a video to make sure we knew which way around it went.
We did.
This is the bit where we hope these are not damaged, because these are silly money.
I don't think they are. To be honest, that looks quite new. That
doesn't actually look horrible, does it?
Doesn't look. Right. What is that?
There's a diaphragm. I had to think about it then.
Yeah, that's
so
okay.
It's like the thing you put in your vagina.
Yeah.
Stop you getting pregnant. No, basically, this here.
I was about to say I don't have a vagina, but in this day and age,
don't you assume my gender?
don't assume any gender.
This here causes a vacuum, and basically this sucks down and it pulls that up. Does that make sense?
It
that
does.
Goes like that.
There's a bit of shit in there.
Yeah, that's why we're going to clean it. What we need now is to lay the diaphragm in there.
So sorry, so that's a diaphragm, and that's sucking what fuel air mix is it, or what's sucking in
no,
it?
that just sucks air.
Just sucks air in.
Sucks air, that lifts the needle up. So as that sucks air, that lifts the needle up.
Yeah.
As the needle comes up, the tapered needle comes up. More air and fuel passes in the venturi, because again, this is a venturi system. As you blow across there, air comes across there, it pulls fuel up.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it.
And then
got it.
Then it atomizes, not vaporizes, as some people might say. It atomizes the fuel.
Are we doing
1, 2, 3, 4?
Roger that. So do you want another little one?
So we'll go for
Another little one.
bag number 2.
Hang on. So that for number 1 again.
Yeah, it's number 1. So we'll do bag number 2. Bag number 2 is the one that you usually have to get at about 11:30 on a Saturday night.
In another life, Christopher. In another life.
In another time, a long time ago.
Right, so that's this one.
That is number 2, isn't it? Yep.
Yep.
In the words of Alan Milliard, when you take stuff apart, you make little sub-assemblies, and then you know how everything goes back together. I watched the film last night, Marcus.
Yeah.
Called 2 Yellow Lines or something like that. It's got a brilliant storyline to it. It's I chose it because it had a man on a motorcycle.
Yeah.
Shockingly enough, and Tony goes, "What have you chosen?" I said, "Oh, it's a film about a firefighter, a woodland firefighter who has to go and pick up his daughter."
Yeah.
Turns out it was a brilliant film, absolutely brilliant.
Never heard of it.
On Amazon Prime. Right.
So the last episode of Shogun tonight.
Oh, is it? Gonna put this in the camera.
You watching it?
No, I've been told my uncle watches it though.
It's really good.
So this pipe here, just so I know when I come to assemble it, runs off of this here, comes underneath there and up out here over to here. Okay, so now I need to remove all these pipes. So in either way.
They're looking pretty good, decent shape to me. Do they, any need replacing, do you think?
We will take them off and inspect them properly, because this one here, I can already see a bit of perishment on it.
Rogero. Oh, I've given you a bit of room with the pipe, so. Right. Huh?
Next one.
Just going to come off that, isn't it? Oh no, it's not going to just come off.
Yeah, that I would say.
Technically.
And if we're doing it, we might as well replace it. If we can find
Yeah, no, 100%. I mean, let's not skip. And we don't want to be doing this every year, do we?
No.
Ideally.
Do you know how we can stop doing this every year?
Sell it and get an injected one.
No, we can make E0 fuel.
Get what?
Make E0 fuel. So when you
Oh
take,
yes, yeah.
you take E0 fuel, we can actually make it just for this bike for you as well. So in your garage, when you go to ride this bike, you'll have a tap and you can take no fuel, and then it won't do it. It's only the ethanol that does it. And yeah, per 10 litres, you might lose 1 litre of fuel, but
it's not like millions of miles on it, is it? Let's be honest.
Okay, now we'll get this one off. They've turned their Jungle is Massive music off.
It's cool. Actually, now the retaining clips are coming off. They could all do with a refresh, couldn't they? By the look of it.
Yeah, the worst thing is you don't want fuel or coolant or a lot in vacuum through pipes being perished. You might as well, if you can buy them, buy them.
Which we can, so we might as well change them. Oil.
Anyway, go on.
There you go. And then there's just this one.
Oh no, I think you can do that one. It's your side. It's your side, you do it. I don't want to be in charge.
You are in charge because you realise I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing, don't you? Right, that's off. Cool.
The problem is I've never done a set of these carbs either. I don't know what I'm doing.
Right.
This is all mechanical knowledge now that we're using to get through this. So this is number 3. That's what we're doing here. We're using a base of knowledge. Did you know that's the truth?
Otherwise known as a wing and a prayer.
Yeah, a lot of people don't actually realise this about most mechanics. We will get vehicles in and we won't know how to do it because we've never done it before. It's just we understand the basic principles on how to attack it, if that makes sense. That's how we then go, right, this is how I'm going to go through this process. We'll expect them popping later on, eh?
Well, I mean, look, they all look pretty decent to me.
They're not horrible. That one was a little bit scratchy coming out, but that could just because it's got dirt or shit in there that's prohibiting it, so...
Only number 1 has definitely got chip in it. You see that?
Oh yeah, that's got a fucking big old chunk in it. That's like the moon in there, for a carburettor. I see what, go on. Good. Right, get a... Voilà, there you go. Cool. So we're using our jizz screwdrivers. Before anyone says anything about it, they're vessels and they are jizz, Japanese industry standards.
Oh yeah, jizz. Right, this screw has not got a head on it.
Right, that's
it's
fine.
Been stripped off.
Oh, that's fucked. Slot into it, so we'll try a slot, and we'll replace that.
Yeah, let's just take this one out because I'm half out.
And if not, we'll just use a pair of mouldies on it.
Yeah, it's not very. I mean, actually, that probably could be do with replacing that screw. Go on, if you can. Oh, good job.
They did a nice job of cutting a slot in there, to be honest.
Good job. Well, should we just replace that screw though?
Yeah. I tend to replace them with Allen keys, to be honest with you. So
yeah, it's easier. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I've got one more to come out that way. Oh, fucking. There we go. There we go. Lovely. It's always tricky to know how much force to put on it before you strip the head off of it. Yeah.
Just because a lot of people won't realise this, I will.
Go on.
Take this screwdriver and this screwdriver. So this is my snap-on screwdriver in orange, of course, because it's the only colours I have snap-on. Okay, and this is my jizz screwdriver. Now,
ooh, jizz.
Oh, jizz. If you have a look,
right,
put the tips on them. They're quite different. All those the same. Well, I actually got a Japanese industry standard in my snap-on one without realising it. No, I haven't.
No.
Well, I might have actually. No, I haven't.
They look different to me.
This one has got a flash of points on it. If I stick it in a screw and show you, which I'm not going to, because I'm bothered, you'll see it come out.
Right. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right.
Okay. So what's
now
next?
we're going to flip it over.
So that fuel coming out of it. I'm assuming that's fuel.
Yeah. Oh, loads more's going to come out. Just lay a little bit of blue roll down and suck it up.
Ah, I'm a clumsy oaf.
Shit on it. That was number 1, wasn't it? Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Right. Yes.
Yes, it
was.
Right. Yes, it is. Look, it's even numbered. Look, there we go.
There. Yeah.
1, 2,
God bless
3, 4. So we'll do it the same. Okay.
Let's get that marked up quickly.
There's no point using an indelible marker pen on it because we're just going. So if I take this off, we'll just put the float bowl there for the time being.
Well, as long as that's there, that's 2. We know what everything else is, don't we? Or do we?
The number 1 bag.
What, 4.
Yes, there's 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, no, but I'm just saying where to mark these up.
Well, when I put it in the ultrasonic cleaner, it will come off. So what we need to do is we need to make a more permanent way of marking it. If that makes sense.
There we go. Where's the scratcher?
Scratch it in. And on the body as well.
So let's do it here. She's done it there. So let's do it, or she. They, in fact.
Them.
Oh, you fucking idiot.
What you done?
I was looking at that and I've just carved 4 into 2. Like a fucking... Right, let's just scratch that out totally. It is my bike. For anyone else. Thank you.
It is his bike, okay. This is his bike.
So I'm only fucking myself. Sorry, I'm only screwing myself up. I've got to stop swearing.
That's okay. My channel's not made for kids.
Right, so that's 2. That's 2. That's 4.
Oh, I have to take this one off first.
No.
Nope. That's number 1. Number 1.
This is 1, is it?
Yeah.
All right. Give us that.
They are manky as hell in there.
I'm not surprised. I am not surprised at all. And we're going to go 1 here. Where do you want this, Chris?
That's number 1, so we're just going to put it down there for a second. If you want to take all the jets out of it. And we can get rid of this, can't we? Because you've got all new O-rings and everything. You can pull them out of there.
Right. That's that. Excellent. Good job, Marcus. Right.
That can just
now this is according to all the YouTube videos, this is where it's about to go horribly wrong. All right.
It's because they're not long. This is where it goes boom, and you're like,
this is where on the ones that I was watching, it was like mark up your fucking your screwdriver and then count turnouts and things like that.
Oh, that's if you're but not
Is that
I'll show you where that is in a second.
I don't know what I'm doing. Obviously, I'll show it.
Right, so that's number one. No, don't shut up. Ask questions. Ask questions, and then the viewers will realise how little I know. When I'm like, oh shit, I can't remember. Let me get the manual out.
So
did you bring the manual with you?
No, but I've got to go anyway, so I'll bring it back after lunch. So actually, once we've got all this down, that might be a good place to stop. So I've got to go and pick up that part if it's been delivered. Let's have a look. We'll drop it off. Drop it off for the boys. No, not yet. So at an appropriate moment, I want to ask if it's all right. So what the fuck? Right. So which is the pilot jet then? The little one, the stubby one.
Right. I'm going to get my pointer.
Yeah.
This here, in this case, will be your pilot jet.
Yeah.
Okay, which works sort of between 0 and quarter throttle, and this will be your main jet.
Okay. And what's this there? Just a locator.
Do you know? I actually cannot tell you. I'm pretty sure I don't actually know. I can't see. See what I
Okay.
mean? I don't know. Everything.
Okay.
That's your float. Obviously, your float height.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which, when the fuel comes into the float bowl, it will rise.
Okay.
And then it will shut the valve off in there.
Got it.
And then when it drops and it gets used, and that's how it goes. So if you was to get the fuel inlet blow on it now, and I lift that up, that one would shut off.
Got it.
Which is why people's carburettors leak, because that there. And they think it's always the needle float or the float height, but sometimes it's actually the seat itself has got corrosion in it, and it's picked. Sorry, it's got like a what's the word I'm looking for? Markings like pitting in it, and then that will get past the needle seat. So your turn now.
Roger.
So we want 3 and 4.
Well, let's do 4 first, just because it's the easiest one for me to get to.
I've got a good shot on that actually, so we can see what's going on.
I mean, it might. Well, I mean, I can remember that, but no. You see, these little pilot ones. If I were a betting man,
They're the ones that are blocked.
they're the ones that are blocked.
We don't need, because we're not cleaning these. You've got new ones. Number 4.
Yeah, lovely.
Because we're not worried about this because you've got brand new ones, rather than cleaning them, which is going to make a huge difference to our lives.
Just because of the way the bike stopped, and you know.
So I can whip this out.
I think it blew. I think it was fine, and then I stopped at the traffic lights on the bridge at Bodiam.
Yeah.
And then it just wasn't right after that, but then it had gone down to low revs, and the pilot jets would have come back in again. I think
you can blow through that.
Yeah.
But it's very difficult. So I would go as far as it's not blocks, but it would cause running issues.
Well, that's just one.
Yeah, that is just one.
Right.
So number 4, isn't it?
Yep. So do they just lift out? Is that how they work, or do you screw them?
No, you unscrew them.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm just interested.
Yeah, so you in there like that, and in there like that, and then unscrew. But these ones got a little socket on them, so you tend to.
So what's all this stuff about counting screws out?
So
and
that
screws
will be
back
for your pilot air, your pilot jets. So
these little ones, yeah.
No, sorry, not your pilot jets. Your fuel air ratio control screws, which will be somewhere on the body, which they're not obvious, so they might be on the other side, if that makes sense. So they might be this side.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, that's how you change what we do is we count them in and out, and then if we've got room on the bike, we'll colour tune each cylinder.
Okay. Yeah. No. I mean, if I'm getting ahead of myself, then tell me. Number 2.
Number 2. It is complicated. I think if you get for instance, if you just wound them out and then wound them all the way in, the bike could have too much fuel or too much air.
Yeah. Whoops.
Now, if you're doing this sort of thing, it's better to have too much fuel than have a rich mixture that is a lean mixture. A lean mixture will produce more power, but it will burn holes in pistons very quickly.
No, but we don't want that.
We don't want that. No.
It's not about.
Really,
we've already established that I don't need all that much power, haven't we?
Don't know what you're on about, mate.
Right, how the hell do I reach that one?
Through stealth and guile, basically. You've got to sort of work it out.
It's not exactly designed by somebody who was giving much consideration to mechanic, was it?
No, engineers don't care about mechanics.
There you go. Come on, you have to be careful on that one.
Yeah, you've got to be really careful when you're doing it. But with a jizz screwdriver, you get a bit more grip. If you've been using an ordinary Phillips head.
See what I'm going to do. Is that the right? No, that's not the right one, is it?
No, the big one over there.
Big one over there.
He's going to magnetise the screwdriver is what he's going to do. So if I give you a screwdriver, so if you take out the little pilot jets,
yep,
and I'll take out the main jets, we're just
are we putting them, where are we putting them?
No, we're chucking them all in the same bag.
Because they're all going out, aren't they?
Yeah, and before anyone, if I put this on YouTube, says anything about all the jets might be different sizes, it's not an inline fucking 4, is it? So shut up. Keep comments to yourself. Go boil your own head. Get off the sofa and do it
whatever
yourself.
that means.
Boil your own head.
Whatever that means.
Go get off the sofa and do it yourself.
Actually, I'll tell you what would have been a good idea. Do the taller one first. Get it out the way.
That's the idle jet. That's the one I wanted you to do.
Oh, what about the pilot jets?
Oh, yeah, the idle jet's what I want you to do. What size are these? Size of these bitches. Not that size. I like country music, but Michael is slowly killing it with his lovesick teenager country music, which isn't really country music. Did you lose control, John?
I really want to, just while we're just doing stuff, I really want to organise a ride out with John Denman.
I used to be coming. I got an order of tyre for John.
Have you? Well, what we should do then, when he comes to collect it or have it fitted,
yeah,
we should all go out.
Yeah,
make him drive too fast on clean rubber, skid into a hedge,
damage his nice new paintwork.
And then we can take the piss out of him for the next year.
Yeah, John, you crashed on that new tyre we fitted for you. I only got it for you cheap just to annoy you.
Why don't I want to come out?
Oh, don't tell me it's snapped. There's nothing more nerve-wracking, mate, than having to
There we go, Sal. So these ones here,
yeah.
Make sure I'm not going to sit on air. They've all got corrosion around. Are these just seating? Do you think?
I think they are, mate. Yeah, I can't remember. And there are other things. There are like breathers and extra.
Right.
This is the challenge with carburettors that
what we
people
could really do with is the manual that I keep forgetting to bring over. But I will bring it back at lunch.
Because there's all sorts of drilled vacuum holes and stuff like that. That the Japanese are far cleverer than me when it comes to designing this stuff. I'd say the Italians are, but that'd be a lie. They just use Japanese carbs because everyone knows the Japanese make the best injection and carburetor systems in the world.
So can I ask a question?
Yep.
When you said about comments, whatever, about an inline 4, what?
So I'm going to sit down.
Sorry, I know I bored you, but I just find it fascinating.
So here, because this is a V4 engine, these carburetors will have the same temperature pretty much.
Okay.
Okay, because they're both on the outside. Does that make sense? So each one of these carbohydrates is on the outside of its cylinder.
Yeah.
So the temperature inside that battery will be very similar. I would be shocked.
Yeah.
I would be shocked, and I might be wrong, but I would be shocked if there was different size main jets for these cars. But in an inline 4, the two centre carburetors will run hotter because they're on the inside. So you'll get fuel evaporation and hot start problems. So they'll use a slightly bigger jet. So say you've got a 0.75 on the outside, they might use a 0.95 on the inside. Or something
so it is literally about the configuration of the engine. The two inside carburetors basically just going to run hotter because they're on in the middle.
Yeah, and the fuel hot fuel evaporates.
That's cool.
That's pretty much how that. Yeah, and that's what it is. So that's why, and you will put, and I've done it a few times, put a set of carbs on, and I thought that's running like shit. And then I've realised I've put the larger jet on the outside and the smaller jet on the inside, and of course it can't get enough fuel, so it's starving.
There you go. Mechanic by day, teacher by night. That's why I come in. That is why I come in.
Oh, I wish I had a pair of breasts because I would be what's the word?
Bummed?
No, not. Oh yeah, that too. But I would have one of those.
Where did that come from?
I would have an OnlyFans page if I had breasts. Yeah. Right, mate, it's your turn to get your floats out. What you got to do is very gently.
Well, what do I do?
Right, so you're going to very gently push that out there like that, and without gripping, so you mar the surface. Gently pull out. Yeah, gently pull out, Marcus. Gently pull out.
Right, Chris, I don't know what I'm doing here. Right.
Okay, right. So
through this little hole here?
Now, once you put it out, you got that out there.
Yeah.
So now I'm going to take them, just gently pull that. Gently grip it because you don't want to mar the surface.
Yeah.
And just pull it out.
Oh, okay. Easy
And
peasy.
then
Right,
that will lift out. So that will go number 4. Yeah. Although you should have new ones of these, but we're not going to risk it because you get lots. You get stuff you don't need and then stuff you do need.
So there's number 4.
What you want to do is you want to take the
Oh shit! Something's just fallen
that's
out
right.
of it.
That's the float. That is the shut-off valve.
Right.
That's the shut-off
Oh,
valve that we're talking about. For those who don't know, those who do know, they're like, yeah, I know that, mate. Why are you telling me? There's the shut-off valve.
Hi, Drew. How you doing? You right? Yeah, you can come and talk. What? Come down to one of my jobs, meet one of my customers.
Being self-employed, mate, we can do these things, can't we? Right. So.
Okay.
Right. This here is all of the ancillaries sort of stripped out of the carburettors in a nice order that we can understand where they all go. Some people might accuse it of being overkill, but we have numbered bags of all the screws in the bit. Okay, 1, 2, 3 to 4. Here comes the dog shit difficult part that no technician or every technician does it goes, We've now got to split these bodies.
Right.
And we've got to be aware that, like in here, there's springs. Okay. So before I do anything, I'm going to take loads of pictures.
Do we want to split them?